Okay, so I think I'm going to get started. So just a couple of things, which I'm sure you know, most of you are probably regulars to these webinars. But my name is Jade and I'm from Playa Hotels and Resorts, and I look after the UK and Irish market. So I'm just going to cover today brand new Hyatt Zilara Riviera Maya, which opens next week on the 1st of December. So I'm really excited to share that with you. You kind of get some first dibs on what it looks like already. And I'm actually heading out there next week, so I can take some real photos and share them once I've been, which is quite exciting. So as always, I'm going to go through the presentation. If you have any questions at all that come up during the presentation, please pop them in the Q&A section. So you're in the chat section at the moment, and if you just have a look at the bottom left, there's a Q&A. So as we're going along, please pop any in there, and then right at the very end I'll have a chance to go through those. There may be a question, as always. There'll be a prize to win, £50 dollars, £50 or euros, and $60 depending on where you are in the world. So let me give this a go and share my screen. Okay, because I do not have Sarah as a co-host, could somebody just let me know in chat that you can in fact see my screen okay, please? Lovely, thank you very much, Lauren. Okay, so Playa Hotels and Resorts, I always like to start with this slide because we have a huge collection of hotels. We actually have 23 at the moment, and we're continuing to grow. And every single Playa property is an all-inclusive property, but they're not all the same. So that's where these trainings come in super handy, because we have 6 different brands, which you can see located across the bottom there. And each one is very, very unique. So we're talking about Hyatt Zilara Riviera Maya today, which is one of our 5-star adult-only brands. So firstly, oh, sorry, one second, that just disappeared. Where's that gone to? Sorry, guys, just one moment. My mouse is there, but it's not there. Technical issues, one second. Oh dear. So I don't know if anyone's technical. If I can get back to chat, my mouse is there, but I can't actually click anything. Let's try. Okay, I've got something back now. There we go. Okay, can we see my screen still? Can everybody see the screen? Okay, thank you. What do we do without Sarah, eh? So why Playa? So the brand itself, the umbrella brand of Playa, it's consistent across all of these 6 brands. So what's included, whether it's the Hyatt, the Jewel, or the Tapestry Hilton, what your customers can expect will stay the same. So every single one of our properties is in a beautiful oceanfront setting. We always have our hotels in the best locations. We offer unlimited gourmet a la carte dining. No wristbands are required at any of our resorts. We offer endless drinks, including top shelf international and domestic spirits, 24-hour room service that is free of charge. So we're talking about adult only today, but we have kids and teens clubs as well in our resorts, heartfelt service and free Wi-Fi. So Hyatt Zilara Riviera Maya is located in Mexico, and a lot of the images that we have at the moment are artist impressions. So you'll have to bear with us. This actually is a real image. So these are some of our swim up suites that you can see here. Oop, sorry, it isn't letting me move for some reason. There we go. So just to call out a few of the KSPs, so it's an adult only 5-star resort. So it's adult only because it's our Zilara property. So guests have to be over the age of 18 to stay at Zilara properties. This one has 291 all suites. So every single room is a suite at this property, and it opens next week on the 1st of December, and that is all on track. There are no delays. The grand opening will be next week. So it's a modern Mexican hacienda style, and it's very luxury. I would say it's one of our first Zilara that has a kind of wellness and tranquil feeling to it while taking in the Mexican kind of culture around it as well. There are 4 restaurants, which I'll go into in a little bit more detail in some further slides. And it's about 40 minutes from Cancun International Airport. So for those of you that are familiar with Mexico, if you're driving down, you get to Puerto Morelos, and just before Playa del Carmen, this sits right in the middle. So it's only about a 6-minute drive from Playa del Carmen, so which is a great location for adults to go out and venture out and have shopping, dining and nightlife. So they're kind of close to the buzz without it being as crazy as Cancun. There are 12 different room categories at this property, just to complicate that for you, many different room categories. And I've just listed them there, kind of how the room count's made up. The leading room is just a king or double suite, so that will be a king bed or the 2 double bed configuration. They will only take a maximum of 3 adults in the double configuration in any of the rooms. As we start to upgrade, some of the rooms do have sofa beds and can take slightly more people. If anybody wants further details exactly on who can fit where in what rooms, I'll add it to my follow-up at the end. But you can see a very good mix from the leading room all the way up to presidential suites and 1-bedroom master suites. And really the rooms, they typically all look the same. It's the location and the size that will change as you're upgrading. So the view will change and the location in the resort. So this is the leading room. This is what it looks like. Very bright, very hacienda-y. You can certainly feel that you're kind of in a luxury Mexican resort. And this is the only room image that I do actually have to share with you. So hopefully once I've been myself next week, I'm going to do a re-follow up on my email to everybody and show you some real shots, because I'll be able to see every single room type next week. So we have 4 restaurants at this property. So Capri Grill is our Italian restaurant. So this is open for dinner only from 5 until 11. Tempest, which if you're familiar with some of our other Hyatt Zilaras, we also have Tempest restaurants there too. So this is our Asian cuisine. Again, this is open for dinner at 5 to 11. El Comedor, so this is kind of an array of international dishes, and it's open for breakfast, lunch and dinner. So it is our buffet restaurant. The other 2 I mentioned were a la carte. And Lola Beach, it's quite a different concept to some of the things that we have in our other resorts. So you can grab breakfast, lunch and dinner here, and there'll be live DJs creating an electric atmosphere. So it's kind of like the party vibe. It's somewhere, as you can see, you can go and have some oysters, have some cocktails. And if you want to have a bit of a boogie and be in a kind of area with a good vibe, then this would definitely be where you could eat. The market, although that isn't a restaurant, it's something that this resort is offering. So if your customers are planning something special, they can ask the food and beverage concierge to arrange a romantic dinner or chef tasting. So they can either have that in their room, which would be included on the all-inclusive. And of course, I'm sure you're aware that you can have a beachfront setting made up for you, which comes at a charge, as in our other properties. So anybody celebrating a special occasion, we've got a dedicated kind of food and beverage I say restaurant, but it comes to you, which is called the market. So we have a couple of bars as well. So the Legend Sports Bar. So this is great because there's somewhere you can go of an evening. We have live entertainment that will be going on throughout the resort. But if you wanted just somewhere to hang out, play a bit of pool, or if you're into sports, watching some sports and have some snacks, then this would definitely be the place to go. Social, so this is our smoothie and cocktail bar, and it just, as it says here, you can meet up for creative Instagram worthy cocktails, which I'm sure we all love to do. I certainly always take pictures of my drinks and upload them to Facebook as soon as I can. So again, it's just a really cool spot with some really unique cocktails, as it suggests, that are definitely worth taking photos of. And Olas is our swim up bar. So this is at the pool, and it's open from 10 till 6, and you'll be able to get the drinks here while you're in the pool. And Coffee Republic is our coffee shop. So there will be ice cream, pastries, sandwiches, kind of finger food and nibbles that will be put out during the day. And that's open from 6 in the morning until 11 o'clock at night. And here are the kind of only images that I really have at the moment. So what you're seeing at the top left is one of the bar and areas near the check-in. The bottom left is the buffet restaurant. The top right is the lobby. As you walk in, this is what you'll see. And the bottom right is the main pool area. So you can see it's really close to the ocean. It's really nice how it goes around like that in a circle. Everybody's going to get a lovely view, and the swim up bar sits right in the middle of it. So I'm just going to show you a short video. So although this won't show you much of the actual property itself, it will show you the concept and the wellness that this property will have. So hopefully that's just shown you what it's about. So it's very tranquil and it's very wellness heavy. It really will be somewhere for couples or friends that really want to go and relax in a luxury setting. So that's all I can share with you in terms of videos and images. I know that's quite a short presentation today. We usually have an hour, but we've got some time for Q&A, and there's a few more things that I'd like to run through. So just a reminder for UK agents, obviously this is relevant for the UK agents. These are our partners, B2B partners, where you can book this resort. So just take a little look at that. The typical suspects are there: Gold Medal, Hayes Travel, etc. And just to recap on the rewards program, so I'm sure a lot of you are already signed up to this. Now, those agents in the US and Canada, this is separate to your Agent Cash Plus, so this will be slightly different for you. But for agents in the UK and Europe, you can earn £20 per booking for any Hyatt Zilara property, or €20 if you're based in Europe. So make sure you're registered with the program. Any bookings that you do, please log them. We will pay you. And when we see that you're interacting with the program, that's when we start inviting you on fam trips and things. So I literally just got back from one yesterday, taking a group of agents out. And yeah, the way to kind of get on these is to really engage with the program, and then we kind of choose our winners from there. I often run Facebook competitions as well, so that's when I ask you all to get a bit creative. So if you haven't followed me on Facebook, that's just kind of the next part. I put all of the updates here for all of the hotels, new openings, competitions, images and videos. So just give me a little follow on there and you won't miss anything out. Just for those agents that are in Europe, we do have dedicated business development managers in France and in Germany. So I will share their details with you because you've got your own person to go to for those areas. And for in the US and Canada, I will find out exactly who they are and just pop that in my email as well if you don't know that already. So let's just go to the Q&A and see what questions have come in. So Karen, do we have to make reservations for dinner? No, you don't. So actually, all of our Playa properties, we don't require reservations for any of the dining. If it was a special occasion or you had a large group, we would accept reservations, but it isn't encouraged and people certainly don't need to do that. So travel agent rates. So this is something that we always do on an ad hoc request. So if anybody is staying, please just reach out to me or your retrospective business development manager for your area and they will be able to help you with that. And Tracy, do you have accessible rooms? I actually don't know, but I will find out. I will find out, and like I said, I'm going to kind of do a double follow-up. I'm going to do one from today, and because I am going out there next week, I will do a second follow-up with some images. And Michael Atkinson, is there a spa? Yes, there is. So there's a Zen Spa on property, and it has 10 treatment rooms. So yeah, the spa is there, and it's the same as most of our resorts. It's got the short circuit and then it has the 10 treatment rooms, and we will sell a day pass just to use the circuit. I think it's from $75. So if guests just wanted to do the circuit and didn't want to have a treatment, they can also do that as well. Just check the chat to see if there are anything that I've missed. Hyatt did buy AM resorts, will rewards be combined? That's a little bit incorrect. So we're both part of Hyatt World, in which, if any, I guess it's more for US because the UK customers don't tend to book directly with Hyatt rewards. But if they did and they're a Hyatt World member, then yes, they would be able to use points for that, Sally. The hotel is not a new build, so it was a property that we took over. It was an AM property, and I can find out exactly which one that is and let you guys know. And Michael just asked, how was the Jamaica trip? I got back yesterday, so makeup has worked wonders this morning. It was a good trip. So again, anyone that's kind of on my work Facebook, please check it out because you get to see all of our Jamaica hotels. Let me just double check for any more questions. I think that is everything, but yes, please watch out for my second follow-up, because you'll be the first people actually that get to see the real life photos. The budget, sorry, a couple more questions coming in. So Leia has asked what the budget is like. So again, it's our 5-star Hyatt Zilara property. There will be some opening offers that happen. Obviously they won't last forever, but it's our 5-star higher end product. So this definitely isn't a budget friendly resort, but it certainly is affordable to those. It's not, it really does depend on the customer. Tracy's just asked where it's near again. So it's 40 minutes from Cancun International Airport. It's just after Puerto Morelos, but just before Playa del Carmen. So you're 6 minutes away from Playa del Carmen in a car and 40 minutes from Cancun International Airport in a car. Jade, yes, there is a wedding area. We don't have access to that yet, and there will be wedding packages, so I'll find out a little bit more when I'm there next week, and I can certainly share that with you. Are there any more questions? I appreciate it was quite a short presentation, but we wanted to share with you what we could before it opened next week. Okay, so there's just a couple of questions that have come into chat, so let me just have a look through those. Can you provide us a BDM contact list? Where are you writing from, Keisha Barnes? I'm going to include them for all areas in my follow-up anyway. Oh, US, sorry, US. Yes, I can do that for you. Transfers are not included, not with any of our Hyatt Zilaras. So that would be something that you would book with your DMCs as normal. Which hotel membership program works? Hilton, Hyatt, which, as it still shows something else in the picture. I'm not sure what picture, but obviously it would be the Hyatt. It would be the Hyatt membership program for Hyatt Zilara, and it would be Hilton for the Hilton hotels. The soft opening has kind of already happened, actually. So when it opens on the 1st, it is a full opening. Obviously it takes a while for lots of guests to get in, but the soft opening is kind of happening already, but without guests on property. So when I'm there next week, I'll be doing a couple of go lives and sharing some photos on Facebook, so definitely don't miss that. And if that's all for the questions, I will now ask you a question. So if everybody could go to the chat screen, please. And how this works is I ask the question, and whoever's the fastest will win 10 entries into the spin to win. So whoever gets the fastest will get 10 entries, but everybody will get 1 entry for joining the webinar today. I'm just going to turn my screen off so I can get back to the chat screen better. 1 second. Okay, so the question is, it's an all-suite property, and how many suites do we have? Wow, that was very quick. Very, very, very quick. I'm having to just scroll back up to see who got that first. So Mia Park, well done. You correctly answered 291 first. Mia, when I do my follow-up, if you could just reply back to me, we'll get your 10 entries in, and then I'll actually leave it to Sarah to announce the winner, because she normally handles this side of it for me. So I know that's a very short presentation, but I hope you've all appreciated just a little glimpse of what it's all about. It's going to be a great product, the first one that really has that tranquil and wellness vibe. And please watch out for the second follow-up, because you will be the first people that will see that when I'm there next week. So really, really happy to share that with you. Yes, Karen, short and sweet. It makes a change. My throat doesn't hurt for once. But as always, you know, I'm always here for those agents in the UK and Ireland. We've got our European BDMs, and the same for the US and the Canadian agents. I know that Playa has a lot of hotels, and it can sometimes be really, you know, where do you send them? So that's what we're here for. If you ever have any questions, or you're not quite sure where to send somebody for their budget with the hotels in our group, then please reach out. If you've got repeat guests or VIP guests, again, please let me know. We can have things put in their room for their arrival with a personalised note on behalf of you. So anything you need, please reach out, and very short and sweet, but that is all from me today. So thank you very much, everybody. Bye.